Good morning, students. Myself, Professor M.A. Hippargi. Today, we'll start with the module number 5, sheet metal operations. So, coming to the what is sheet metal? How you are going to define the sheet metal? See, sheet metal is a very large surface compared to its thickness. The metal whose thickness is more than less than 4 mm, we called it as a sheet. If the thickness of a metal is less than 4 mm, we are calling it as a sheet. And if it is more than 4 mm, we are calling it as a plate. So, sheet metal is nothing but it is a very large surface compared to its thickness. And if the thickness of a metal is less than 4 mm, that is known as a sheet. That is sheet metal. Now coming to the what is sheet metal forming? See, sheet metal forming is a mechanical cold working process in which the sheets of metal are transferred into a curved shapes, and it is generally done with the help of a bending operation. Here the sheet metal forming is a cold working process in which the metal sheets are converted or transferred into a curved shapes, and that is done with the help of a bending operation. Here in the sheet metal working, bending is termed as a forming. In the sheet metal working, bending is known as a forming. And sheet metal forming also includes the cutting operations such as a punching operation, shearing operation, stretching operation, deep drawing operation, and all these we are going to be studying in a further slides. So, sheet metal forming is nothing but it is a mechanical cold working process in which the sheet metals are transferred into a curved shapes. Any desired curved shapes are going to be formed with the help of a punch and die. Now, before going to the different sheet metal operations, it is very necessary to understand the two important tools which are used in the sheet metal forming, known as a punch and die. Okay. See, punch is a movable tool. It forces the sheet metal against the opening die. So this is the punch and this is the die. Okay. With this picture I will explain you. So this is the punch, this is the die. So punch is a movable tool which forces the sheet against the cavity or against the die cavity, and this punch is convex in nature. This punch is convex in nature. Now what is die? So die is a fixed tool. It is a fixed tool which is having the cavity, So the as the punch is convex in nature, the die is concave in nature. Okay. So this is the convex, this is the concave. So punch is a movable tool and this die is a fixed tool. Punch forces the sheet metal into a die cavity, and the sheet metal forming is going to be done. Okay. So three different figures just I have showed here also. This is the punch, this is the die, and this is a sheet metal or a workpiece. Okay. Now coming to the sheet metal operations. Sheet metal operations are broadly classified into two types. One is a cutting operation, one is a forming operation. So in this we are going through the cutting operation, and in the next PPT we will go through the forming operation. So what is the cutting operation? In sheet metal operations or in sheet metal forming, the cutting operations are in which the sheet metal is stressed beyond its ultimate strength of a material. That type of forming operation is known as a cutting operation. It means we are applying the force, and that force is beyond the ultimate strength of a material, so that the material is going to be cut into a parts. And what is the forming operation? Forming operation is nothing but we are applying the force on the metal, but that applied force is less than the ultimate strength of a material. Therefore, there is no cutting takes place in the forming operation. Okay, there is no cutting takes place in the forming operation. What are the different forming operation we are going to be study later on, but once you understood that cutting operation means we are applying the force beyond the ultimate strength of a material, so that the material get separated from the sheet metal, that is known as a cutting operation. And forming operation is nothing but we are applying the force on the metal sheet beyond the ultimate strength of a material. Therefore, there is no cutting takes place in the forming operation. Only the different forming operations we are going to be discussed in the next PPT. Okay, this is the broad classification of a sheet metal operations. Now we'll go through first the cutting operation. What are the different cutting operations? So different cutting operations are blanking, punching, notching, perforating, slitting, lancing, shaving, shearing and nibbling. These are the different cutting operations in which we are applying the force on the sheet metal beyond its ultimate strength so that the material get separated from the sheet. Now we will discuss the one by one. Now coming to the very first one, known as a blanking operation. See, blanking is the cutting operation in which the sheet metal is means the article punched out is known as a blank. The material which is separated from the sheet metal is known as a blank, and this blank is a required part. Try to understand. Blanking is a cutting operation of a flat metal sheet, and the article punched out is known as a blank. Blank is the required product of the operation, and the metal left behind is considered as a waste. Now let us consider the punch, let us consider the die, and this is the sheet metal, that is a sheet metal. Now you are applying the force here through the punch so that the material gets separated. This part is get separated from the sheet metal, and this separated part is known as a blank. This separated part is known as a blank, and this is the useful material, required material, and the material left behind it in the sheet, it is known as a waste material. Got the idea? This is known as a blanking operation. Blanking is the cutting operation in which the separated part or article punched out is known as a blank, and the blank is the required part, and the material left behind is considered as a waste part. So this is the waste part, and this is the required part or a useful part. This is known as a blanking operation. Now coming to the punching or piercing operation. So here the punching and piercing operation, it is the exactly reverse of a blanking operation. So in the blanking operation, the removed part is a useful part, that is known as a blank, and the material remained in the sheet is known as a waste part. But in the piercing or punching operation, the different type of holes are going to be formed on a sheet. Different types of holes are going to be formed on a sheet. Now this hole produced on a sheet is the useful part, and the removed part is a waste part. Got the idea? What is the difference between the blanking and punching? So in the blanking, removed part is a useful part, and remaining is the waste part. But here in the punching operation, the removed part is the waste part, and the hole produced in a sheet metal is a required part. Here also it is done in the same similar way of a blanking operation. The punch is pressed against the sheet metal, and the removed part is the waste part, and the hole produced in the component is the required part, which is known as a punching or piercing operation. Okay. Coming to the notching operation. Notching operation is similar to that of a blanking operation, only the difference is that here the percentage of a punch is used, not complete punch. The percentage of a punch is used to remove the material from the end of the workpiece. See here, this is the, let us consider this is the workpiece, and the material is going to be cut from the edge of the workpiece is known as a notching operation. It is done similar to that of a blanking operation, but only it is done at the end of the sheets, known as a notching operation. Coming to the perforating operation. Perforating operation is similar to that of a piercing operation, in which the large number of holes are going to be produced in a sheet. Large number of holes are going to be produced in a sheet. The removed part is the waste, and the hole produced in a sheet closely near to each other is known as it is the required part. It is known as a perforating. Okay. Now coming to the slitting operation. So slitting operation is making an unfinished cut through a limited length only. So just you are making the unfinished cut, you are not completely cutting the material here, only for the small length you are unfinishing the through cut through the limited length is known as a slitting operation. Here also the punch is applying the force on a sheet metal, but it is not going to be cut, only some extent it is going to be forced through the die, and the unfinished cut is going to be takes place, is known as a slitting operation. Coming to the lancing operation, lancing operation is nothing but here the sheet metal is going to be cut for a small length, and that small length is going to be get a bend. So both cutting and bending has been done in the lancing operation. See here, this is the sheet metal. First initially the small length is going to be cut here, small length is going to be cut, then that cut part is going to be bent, and that part is known as a lance, and this operation is known as a lancing operation. Coming to the trimming or shaving operation, in which the unwanted part is going to be removed from the end of the workpiece, that is or a component. So after the some forming operation, the some unwanted material is going to be remain at the end of the component, and that end the unwanted material is going to be removed with the help of a punch and die. Here the punch is similarly it is going to be apply the pressure on the component, and the unwanted material is going to be cut as shown in the figure. It is also consisting of a punch and die. Coming to the shearing operation. So shearing operation is nothing but cutting the sheet metal in a straight line, cutting the sheet metal in a straight line. Now shearing can be done, or shearing can be accomplished in 3 stages. One is the plastic deformation, second one is a fracture, third one is a shear. So initially it consisting of a punch and die. In between the workpiece is going to be placed, and the sheet metal is gripped with the help of the clamping on the die, and the punch applies the pressure on a workpiece. So here some clearance is going to be maintained between the punch and die, and this in this clearance only the shearing is going to be takes place. Now when the punch is applying the pressure on the workpiece, initially when the force applied by the punch on the workpiece, the plastic deformation takes place. When the force is further it is increased by the punch, a small crack is going to be initiated, that is known as a fracture. When the fracture continues due to the continuous application of a force by the punch, the shearing is going to be happen, and the material is going to be cut, or a sheet is going to be cut according to the size provided by the clearance. In this way the shearing is going to be happen. Coming to the nibbling operation. So nibbling operation is nothing but it is similar to that of a blanking operation, but only the difference is that here the holes are going to be produced in the sheet metal closely related to each other, or overcome to each other in the required type of a shape, or in the complex contours. Continuously holes are going to be generated one over the other in the required type of a contour shapes, is known as a nibbling operation. Here also the workpiece is going to be held on a die, and the punch of a required size is going to be continuously apply the force on the different position of a sheet metal in a such a way that all the holes are overcome to each other to produce the complex contour shapes, is known as a nibbling operation. Okay, thank you for this seeing this PPT.